Hi, thanks guys, and I'm not sure if my thumbs are green or if maybe it's Peter's thumbs from Weston Nursery that are green, but who likes a nosy neighbor? Anyone? Anyone? I didn't think so. So if you're looking for a little more privacy at your place, we've actually got some great ideas, something that you can plant out there to provide just the privacy you're looking for. We've been talking so much about, flowers, what looks beautiful in the garden, but one of your top requests has nothing to do with beauty, but has to do with privacy, right?
Right. At the nursery, we get a lot of requests for screening out the neighbors or creating an outdoor space, putting a border around the edge of their yard, or even with shade. And these evergreens that we're going to talk about are great for that.
Okay, so the evergreens are the tools. Talk me through some of our options.
Okay, two right here I want to show you first. Most common screening plant around here is the arborvitae. This one's newer to the marketplace. It's called green giant or a western arborvitae. And it's just very, very dense. Tends to stand up in shade a little better, grows pyramidal, and grows fast.
Okay, so anything we need to know about soil types or what kind of environment they like, or do they do pretty well here in New England?
They mostly want sun, at least half a day worth of sun for most of these evergreens, with the exception of a hemlock, which we'll talk about in a second.
Aha, and this one right here is this
another
groomed?
type.
The same thing groomed?
Right, different species of arborvitae. This one's called emerald green, and no, it's not groomed. It just grows.
This is its shape?
Columnar, straight up and down, versus the other one is more of a pyramidal growth.
So it's going to hold on to this form. It's like very sleek.
Right, people compare them to those Italian cypresses where they grow straight and tall. This is the most similar to that out of all the arborvitae.
Can totally see it. I mean, you have just got endless options here. What is it that we have a little bit further back? Are these a smaller plant? Will they grow bigger?
These get 60 feet. These are Norway spruce.
Boy.
So spruce tend to have roundish, pointier needles. This is a green one called Norway spruce. Very common, pretty disease resistant, pretty reliable plant. Grows about a foot a year. People tend to mix these with the blue spruce, maybe not make a straight line with the hedging, but
it's okay
put
to mix
blue,
and match.
green, blue, green. That tends to look nice too.
Now, how much space should you leave between these plants though? Because I'm assuming if you got them and you were planting them, you wouldn't actually plant them this close,
You could
right?
go this close. This is about the closest you want to go. They're touching right now, and people sometimes want instant screening.
Maximum privacy, right?
Right. But I like to let people, keep them further apart, let them grow in together. And if you stagger them, you still block your neighbor out pretty effectively.
Okay, all right, very nice. And then we're gonna swing around here, and we've got, this kind of reminds me of the Dr. Seuss of the evergreen. This is kind of different, kind of neat. What is this guy?
This guy's a hemlock. So this is the one that will take the shade pretty well. It actually prefers shade. Deer don't eat it that bad, which by the way, they don't eat the spruce either. But can also take full sun. Fairly fast grower, and it's a great hedging plant because it just fills in nice and dense.
Now, do any of these open up a little bit, or do they stay?
This is what you're seeing here is the new growth. It's a light green, and yes, it'll open up in a couple more weeks and be more like the needles you see here, the inner needles.
Neat. Okay, and these retain their leaves all year long. So I mean, as far as privacy goes, you're not just getting privacy in the summer and the spring.
Right.
You're getting privacy throughout
Year-round
the year.
privacy, evergreens, correct.
Okay, I can see the benefit of that. Christmas tree, yes?
It's a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree all year long. All right, what do we have?
Well, this is a Fraser fir, the most commonly sold Christmas tree in the area, and they make a great screening plant as well. They've got nice bluish undersides, contrasting with some of the more greener evergreens.
And Flip, our camera guy, wants to plant one of these and then cut it down for Christmas.
No, don't do that.
Don't cut it down. It's a beautiful gut. And this looks very similar. No, I guess they're more spaced out.
It's a sharper needle. This is a bluish Colorado blue spruce. So you see these growing all over the place. They're more narrower growing than the Fraser fir. They'll get big. They'll get 50 or 60 feet. Any of these plants, I should mention, if you leave them in a hedge, won't get their full size.
Okay.
Because they're competing for height, and they don't get as big as they would if they stood alone.
But they're also beautiful on their own. If they are standing along, you don't really need to groom them or anything. I mean, they just grow naturally.
Yeah, you don't need to prune them too often. White pine, you see this everywhere around here. This is the native pine species, but also makes a great screening plant. These will lose their lower branches when they get bigger because the lower branches need the sun too. When they get blocked out, they drop. And then people will typically plant something else like rhododendron once that happens. But it makes a great screening plant for a decade or two.
For a decade or two. All right, I mean, I think we've got ample options here. Right?
Oh yeah, there's plenty
outdoor
to choose
space, privacy. I hope you like your neighbor, but I don't know. If you don't, Peter's the guy to come see because he's going to help you take care of all of it. Peter, as always, thank you so much. And Weston Nursery is the place to go. The only problem I see, if I had a Christmas tree in my yard, there's no way my kids would allow me not to decorate it.